Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman 15 back with another battle replay from Medieval 2 Total War. This one is a subscribers replay brought in by Kitbuka. That's it. Kitbuka. It was given to me by Kitbuka. It's a 3v3, so thank you, Kitbuka. I've mastered it, I think. I can dream. And it's just a 3v3 at a grassy plain, classic. It seems like a low money battle to me. We have... On his team, he has Holy Roman Empire played by This Is Not a Name, so we don't know his name, and the Turks played by Dunman. And then over here we have Spain played by Hitmana, 1, 2, 3, and then France by Nice vs. Namey, and then finally we have Denmark played by Lord Ares. As you can see, with the lack of archers, this can only be a rush army, so he's apparently taken after Team Peasant Mom. Probably not, actually. He was always rushed. He's a rushman from far before the Clash of Teams, I think. Over here we have just Holy Roman Empire. I don't know why I went over there. But yeah, he has archers, which is weird. And he doesn't have many actual like heavy infantry and only 3 cav. These armies are very dispersed. Like there's a ton of cav here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cav. And then a ton of peasants. He has like no infantry. He has Hashishim. I don't know what Turks are doing. The only one who seems to know what he's doing on this team is Kitbuka. That's it. He has conquistadors, and then in his center is Portuguese knights, which I find weird. I feel like they're more of a flanking force than a central line holder. Across from him we have Denmark. He has 3 cav. He has Huskarls. He's got Spear Militia, then he's got more Huskarls. Dismounted Huskarls, which is weird because they cost a lot and they're not that effective, so he probably must have been a tad new. Basically, it seems like people who are rather new to the game. Everyone's got to learn at some point, but, you know, it's just, they're everywhere nowadays. And then you've got France played by Nice for Nanny, spending a ton of money on archers. These Scotsguard cost way too much for what they're worth, and I don't think they're worth it. And then he has to sacrifice a lot to get dismounted noble knights as his entire infantry force. So, as you see, it's just weird things going on with these armies. They're all different. The other team bringing at least heavy infantry to hold the lines, opposed to Holy Roman Empire and Turks. So let's just play this guy. Forget the army compositions, they're everywhere. And it's a rush, so this should be nice to see. Let's just go a little bit faster. Oh, that's a little bit too slow. Let's see, we got the Turks over here rushing over cav to the flank. And Spain is answering with his conquistadors. So, nice Spain. But he's going to be a little slow, or he's going to at least catch these Sipahi Lancers. Oh, what a nice flank by the Turks, so good job. But now he's bunching his cav almost. And Spain is sending over his other conquistadors to help out. Let's look over here again. We've got a bunch of cav going to the flanks, and no reaction by Denmark, really. I think he should have at least tried to like get a charge off with his cav or something, because he's going to lose his cav engagement fairly quickly. And it's just going to be... he's going to get surrounded pretty quickly. Between the Holy Roman Empire and France, not much is happening. France is sending over some cav to help his ally, which is a smart move, even though he doesn't have much to begin with. Over here, just a cav engagement, a little brawl everywhere. These conquistadors are getting slaughtered, it seems, against Alan Light cav. Well, actually, now it's been a little bit more even. And they're getting work done. These crossbows slaughtering tons of the Turks that are coming in. All in a bunch. He's got Hashishim and Armenian archers. It's a mess. And still, we have a giant line engagement over here. Straight down the middle, we have just infantry everywhere. We got cav going around, going for some flanks, getting some good charges. So nice by Kitbuka. I can say this. Come on. And we got routing by the Huskarls, 20 of them. It's a pretty healthy unit to be routing. And on this flank, he's beaten off the French cav, and he can get some flanks going. However, his infantry seems to be breaking. which is not a good sign. I don't know what happened to his conquistadors, but they got wrecked. Let's see, they're down to 35 here already, just fighting these North War. So these Huscarls and these archers of the Denmark doing pretty well. So Spain somehow turned this cav engagement around, and it seems to be looking pretty poorly for the two rushes on the other side. And the Holy Roman Empire not doing anything to help his allies, which is, I find, to be a horrible move. But then again, France hasn't done anything really much either, so it's almost balanced out. But here, finally, we got some rear flanks. These peasants are still holding the line with the conquistadors, so Denmark is slowly breaking, even though he's taking a heavy toll, these Portugal, by Kipuka. There we go, Kipuka. He's trying to get the general, but the general's being a little slippery, going through pretty much everything, getting a few kills. But now he's pretty much surrounded, and there's no way out for him. And there goes the general. So the rest of this force should rout, but, you know, they did their job. Pretty much he has 1 unit of conquistadors, and then beaten up units of infantry and peasants. So his main thing is cav right now. But cav is a valuable resource, we all know this by now, I'd hope. On the way other flank, we have a giant blob by peasants taking on the conquistadors. I don't know what happened to the Hashashim. The Hashashim apparently were slaughtered. And Turkey is pretty much annihilated. And, yeah. Peasants against this. I don't know what he was thinking, trying to rush like that. It's just not going to work. I mean, that was apparent from the start. France trying to stop the death of his ally, but he's not quite succeeding because Denmark is crumbling, though he did wreck the Portuguese infantry. So, not too bad by him. Not too bad by Lord Ares. And France and Holy Roman Empire starting to engage. Getting some rear flanks by the Teutonic Knights, which will wreck everything and everyone with their maces to pull up afterward. And he's not reacting. He's probably focusing on the micro elsewhere, which he probably should at least be wary that, you know, he has other enemies to fight. But Spain is cleaning up the Turks. There's a giant rout over there. Just not even bother with that mess of a fight. And it's just cycle charges from these Teutonic Knights, getting tons of kills, really. And Portugal, as you can see over here, is dwindling very quickly. He's down to very few, and he's just trying to finish off the remnants of Denmark, which are coming back from routing lots. He's got a lot of archers and spear militia, really, and some cav. And then over here he's got more. And they're going to rout pretty much instantaneously, but they tried. Oh, and over here by the French, they have successfully fended off most of this Holy Roman Empire cav by now. But good moves by Holy Roman Empire, getting a bunch of kills when he wasn't paying attention. But so that's nice to see, taking out a lot of the heavy infantry. But we'll have to see what happens. Denmark is smart move, taking the rest of his force and just running away. It's a lost cause. They pretty much annihilate each other. He's left with infantry, and the other guy's left with archers. Kipuka left with archers. Lord Ares left with the infantry. And Spain just not cleaning up these Turks fast enough. He should probably want to get back over and help his teammates as soon as he can. But he's just got to deal with these Turkomans, which are being little pests, I would say. And the General's Bodyguard, which has 3 units in it. And which should die quickly. There he goes. I think he's finally getting the memo and going over to help the Frenchmen. Let's see. So, we have the 2 flank battles fought, one won by one team and the other won by another, but mostly I would say that the French, Spanish, and Danish team have the edge in this battle. But we will have to see. So we have just peasants and conquistadors coming over here. Pretty much, Kitbuka can only offer cav help once his allies engage, and he has to wait for that to occur. The Holy Roman Empire hasn't done anything. There goes the Turkish gen. It's about time. It is about time. If I was Spain, I would forget the Turks right now and just go over and help your allies. Just forget them. They have nothing. They have some, 19 cav and 26 peasants? Sounds classy. So these conquistadors being shreked. Oh god, I picked that up. Oh no. Stop me from saying that, please. And Kitbuka going around for the flanks with his cav, which is a good move because he's going to get a ton of kills here. They really need to silence his cav because it's going to... Oh! Massive routing by Denmark. They really need to watch these cav engagements and try to get the upper hand. Because these poor... Oh god, these noble knights are getting wrecked. Just you gotta stop them. That's all you gotta do. But right now, pretty much all the cav has been silenced by this point, besides the cav that is still engaging here, which is slowly dwindling by both sides. We got pikemen in the mix, so he better be careful. And Kitbuka losing quite a few cav in that engagement, actually. And here finally comes Holy Roman Empire coming in with a rushing force of 2 feudal knights and a ton of armored surgeons. So we shall see how that progresses. Spain coming over with his force, and it's going to be an interesting engagement, trying to see Portugal and the Holy Roman Empire work together to take down these final forces. But he's still, with the cycle charges are real from Portugal. He's still got his general, and he's trying to take out this French gen, which he might because he's pretty bloody. But now he's turned around his pikes, and he's going to get a few kills here, at least, hopefully. You'd think. He can't get his general out in time, it seems. But he has to be careful. Oh! There goes the French general. That is strange. You would think that with all the pikes on his side, you could be able to kill Portugal's general. So he's going to have to deal with routing here. Especially whilst he fights off these, this Holy Roman Empire infantry. But the Spanish, here they come in all their glory. Going for a flank. And Kitbuka trying to do whatever he can with his straggling cav, going after these Pavi's crossbowmen. But if I were the French and the Spanish, I'd be aiming for these general units, because they're going to do some dirty work. So there's the final groups of Denmark running away. And Turkey... Oh god. It's going to be close. Because they're winning the infantry, but there's a ton of cav. It's weird. We'll just see. And a great rear charge by the Holy Roman Empire, getting a ton of kills on these conquistadors, which can pretty much only be killed by cav charges. I mean, we all know this by now. And here comes more Holy Roman Empire infantry going in to deal with these conquistadors, but it's only pike militia, so they won't be that impressive. And right here we just have Pavi's crossbowmen. It's an interesting fight, to say the least. These pikemen barely holding lines, but the pikemen always look really cool. I love their clothing. They're all puffy and cool. All puffy and cool. And with the rear charge, it's going to rout. And there goes the Spanish general slain by spearmen, which is kind of pathetic. And it seems that the Holy Roman Empire and Portugal have turned this around, but most of the Holy Roman Empire is here to save the day. Kitbuka pretty much dead after his work against French, but he weakened them quite a bit, so... And he did take out the Danes, so... Great job by him. And the Turks are nowhere to be seen. And now it's going their way. And this is still a healthy generals unit, and I don't think that these Pavis can take them out. It's pretty much over for them at this point. Let's see, it's 81% to 87%. It's still close. A lot of even killings on both sides. Not much. It's a victory, but it's a costly one, I would say. So let's just see this battle to its end. It's going to just be a bunch of cav charging into these Pavis. At least he's got pike militia. Oof. Actually, there's a lot less Pavis than I thought. A lot of them are dead. Here comes the rear charges. We got routing. And they won't last long. There goes the Pavis. And any second now, they'll all be gone. And these pike militia are facing the wrong way to deal with these Portuguese cav. I think that Portugal really helped out by having his general somehow live through all of this. Taking a bunch of arrows to the face and not dying. And there goes pretty much the last of Spain. And that was a close victory. Let's see, 91 to 83. So Kitbuka getting a ton of kills, 1,119 with 264 captures. And then Holy Roman Empire doing decent, getting 600 and 150 captures. And then Turks not his best performance with 300 kills. Spain getting 845 with 845 kills and 176 captures, so great job by him. France being the Turks of his team, and Lord Ares being the Holy Roman Empire, just a little less because, you know, they did lose. But it was close. It was close. So let's see. How much? 216 kills by Unit Conquistadors from Kitbuka. That's amazing. And then other ones, and it also got 155 captures. That thing together has made 300 casualties, 371 casualties. That's pretty damn impressive. And the peasants got 45 captures, so good for him. Dismounted Conquistadors getting 135 kills. That's Santiago 140. Really great job with this cav. Really great job. Strange order, I would say. General bodyguard, peasants. Just what? You know, whatever he wants, he can order them. But good. That was a nice game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I hope all of you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.